Maddie eats poopy. Maddie eats poopy.
And I'm the crazy one. Well, we all know that Maddie eat poopy, apparently. And Maddie's my daughter, so thanks for that, Richard. This is minute 58, 59 of Iron Man 1. My name is Brian.
I'm Richard.
And this is the podcast that, just set time backwards. It used a little hack that we invented with the PIM particles to not travel back through time necessarily, but just to make the flow go backwards in perfect time. So we've been sitting here for 12 years, just waiting.
Just in front of this camera, reviewing these minutes, and I hope you guys appreciate it.
Yeah, we literally waited 12 years before we started recording because we had to wait till the first Iron Man came out to start breaking down these minutes to relive the Infinity Saga from Iron Man 1 to Spider-Man Far From Home, one marvelous minute at a time. And by golly, after 12 years, there's only one question left to ask, and that's Richard. What is the meaning of life?
Shit.
All right, sorry.
Aim for the head.
I started too easy. Jesus Christ.
That's the meaning of life.
Ow. All right, I started with a softball. I'll give you a more difficult question. Mm-hmm. What happened in this minute?
Oh,
get it?
Shit.
Meaning of life was a softball, but recapping a minute, much harder.
So what happens in this minute is Overdose Stain lets Tony know, hey, I brought you back some pizza from New York.
Just because I brought back pizza from New York doesn't mean it went bad. Sure doesn't.
Well, when I mentioned the 2-hour rule, it's like most food, generally, experts say you should only leave it out for 2 hours before you put it in the fridge. That's like a good rule of thumb.
Hey, he's on a jet. So, who knows how many fridges they own?
What about between the jet and the limo that he took over there?
His limo might have a jet.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I meant to say it might have a refrigerator. Did I mention refrigerator for the jet? I'm so confused. I don't know why I'm blinking like this. It's 8 o'clock.
So,
I ate right before this. All my blood is going to...
his dick.
My dick is not a chode or this big.
You paused so long for all my blood went to...
Why? I was shaking my belly. Why are you looking at my dick? Because you said dick and I was holding this. Stop looking at you, perv.
Alright, so put some blood back in your brain.
Want to see my belly button?
Dude, no, if you took out your belly
button. It's right here on my back. Took out my belly button? That would be the worst thing I could take out?
That would be one. I don't want to say it. It's okay. Yeah.
It's a belly button. Grow. # free the nipple.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. So.
You agreed.
Overdose Stain clearly does not care for... Overdose Stain clearly does not follow the 2-hour rule.
Great, buddy.
Tony starts to bite into it. It seems really crunchy and or stale. So they go on to talking business. And Obadiah lets Tony know that the board does not like the direction that they're going in. They're arguing that Tony expresses, hey, I have controlling stake of the company. They can't do this. What are they smoking?
Both of them do.
Oh, him and Obadiah?
Yeah. Okay. We have controlling. Also, there's like a little bar behind that piano where he was drinking his apple juice.
So he could have spiked it with more sugar.
With apple juice. Yeah.
So
with tequila.
I'll have some tequila tonight.
Oh my gosh.
So
just so you know, for Christian, tequila is a sex thing.
It's a sex thing?
I don't know.
Is that really?
Just like a Mexican Halloween, which is a reference to Chang in Community saying the holiday of Mexican Halloween is actually very insulting to those who consider a Mexican Halloween to be a sexual act.
So
that was like 1% burp. Jeez, they got a water fountain and a fireplace going at the same time. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that?
He's filthy rich. What do you want?
God, I fucking hate that. If I ever have a mansion, that shit's not going to happen.
They mentioned that the stock dipped 56.5 points. which is a lot.
Is it? How many, like, how do they define the points? Is a point like $1?
It's just like even if a company is at 500 points or $500, yeah, I was thinking that points were dollars. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. It's obviously unprecedented for their company. Okay.
In like a week.
Yeah.
This is all been like a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
Although, who knows, because he spent a week in that cave, but he was really gone for 3 months, so this is like Narnia time.
Right. That's true. Well, he spent a week after he woke up, so he might have been in a coma for 3 months.
I don't know.
You know what? They could have just been keeping him sedated for that long while they figure out how to jerry-rig a freaking magnet to sit in the middle of his body, you know?
I'm not gonna barf on you.
I'm not saying you're gonna barf.
All that food has me tired. Food tired. All right.
So
56.5 points. And that's where he says, it doesn't matter, we own the controlling interest in the company.
Mm-hmm.
So between them, they have at least 51%.
Obadiah at that point looks down and away, and he's like, this stupid idiot still wants his company. That's what he's actually thinking, but he was hoping Tony would care less.
So we're talking about the 32-second mark where he's saying they have controlling interest in the company. I thought he was just trying to put his dentures back.
Yeah, that's some good subtle acting of someone who actually wants Tony out of the picture very badly. You know, you're making the case that you...
Tony, the board has rights too.
Yes.
This is true.
Yeah, and they're making the case that you and your new direction is not in the company's best interest, and he's like, that's the new direction for me, for the company, because Tony's like, I own the company, right? I get to make a new direction if I want. That's his argument, and Obadiah is like, they're arguing it's not best for the company.
Yeah, I'm being responsible. I mean, me on the company's behalf being responsible for the way that, for the way that we do business, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess it's good that the board has some rights, because what if, main leader Tony Stark was carried off in Afghanistan and they filled him with a bunch of drugs, and then Tony comes back and he's like, guys, we're going to make heroin now. That's going to be our new business. The board would be able to put a kibosh on any weird nonsense that I guess he's not eccentric, but that their guy with the controlling stake, their single person with a controlling stake might want to do anything crazy. So
that's a good point. Unfortunately, it may be invalidated when we get to the fireman's ball, when Obadiah Stain reveals that he was the one who filed the injunction against Tony.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we end with, I'll be in the shop, Tony's carrying away the pizza box, and Obadiah Stain just goes, hey, I just want to feel your shoulder. Mm-hmm. That's where it cuts off. And again, we've got that Obadiah Stain pinky signet ring.
Mm-hmm. And some conflict in Tony's professional life here. Obadiah Stain masking that he wants to wrestle control away from Tony. However, Tony does it, and Tony still cares about his company a lot, so he's going to hold on to it, and that's what Obadiah didn't want.
Yeah, and we skipped over the fact that he told him that he should have been there, that Obadiah Stain told Tony that he should have been there, and he said, no, you told me to lay low. That's what I've been doing, laying low with Jarvis. Jarvis and I are falling in love. Sorry, that was a bad impersonation of John Ralphio, where he says, could you do one more thing before you leave? Could you pretend to be my wife for an insurance scam, but then we actually fall in love for real? That was a bad impersonation just now. And previously, that was a bad interpretation or repackaging of that joke. But no, he said, yeah, you told me to stay low. I've been staying low. And Obadiah says, for normal bullshit, this was a board of directors meeting. And then Tony... That's the only time I've seen Tony do a double take. Mm-hmm. What? What the fuck? Huh? What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He didn't do that much of a double take when he saw the fucking thing just jutting out of his chest, attached to a car battery, or his weapons being in everyone's hands. Mm-hmm. That was not American soldiers.
Yeah, although he did try to just destroy all of them, all the weapons, right? So
I mean, yeah, I was saying he hadn't done that big of a double take.
Mm-hmm. I know, but it still meant he took actions. He still thought enough of it to take action against it.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but that just shows us how serious a board of directors meeting
is.
His life, oh shit. Ooh. Watch along on Instagram at I Love You 3000 Minutes.
I'm Richard.
I'm Brian.
You've got an army.
We've got a podcast.